If you want to know how I'm doing on my roulette pen collab, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, this is my update for the roulette pen collab. I don't remember what update this is, so my apologies on that. I will have it on the screen. All I know is I'm enjoying this project and I cannot wait to give you an update. First, I want to give credit where credit is due. This project was the brainchild of Rebecca Morgan, who is a fellow Canadian. And also Alexi, who is from Sweden. And these lovely ladies started off this project just between the two of them and then ended up opening it up to a lot of us. I think, I forget how many, but we are a huge group of folks doing this roulette pen collab, and I could not be more excited to be part of the team, so to speak. How it works is that we draw some random numbers. The numbers give us a category of product, and then we select something out of our collection to use. We set a goal, and when we reach that goal, we have some products moving out and some new products replacing them in new categories that again are randomly drawn. If you want to see a bunch of other videos of this type, please take a look at this hashtag and you will be able to see a lot of other folks like myself who are participating. I think that's enough of an intro, and I think we want to get into the 6 products that I selected last time, see where we're at, and see if anything new is going to jump into the rotation. I'm going to go by in order of what I selected last time and let you know how they are doing. I'm going to go from the top of what is on my list as opposed to numerically, because otherwise I will lose track of where I am. So the first one is number 27. And this was a bad product with bad functioning packaging. And for that, I picked the Pat McGrath, was it Platinum Bronze? And that is just because of the way the packaging works with the palette. It doesn't fully open, and it makes it a pain to use. I don't have a problem with the shadows inside. I've done some really nice looks, but it's just a pain of a type of packaging. Now, I should have shown you the colors as well inside. And the colors, the names of the... It's almost like the palette wanted me to help me prove my point. This plastic falls out. That's where the shadow names are. And so it's really hard to remember the names when the shadows are not named in the palette. And for a really expensive palette, not having the names under the shadows is kind of crappy. Yeah, I like the shadow colors, but it's not a very springy summer palette, so I have not used it at all this past month, even though I had used it twice the month before, is pretty much what I remember. Yeah, so I used it twice last. I reported 2 uses last update, but I have no uses for this past update. And in a way, I've been using a lot of new eyeshadow palettes, so this one has just not been a priority, although I could definitely use it as the base for an eyeshadow look as a companion palette. So maybe that's what I'll try to do for the next period, because it should not be that hard for me to use it 8 times. So we'll see what happens. Now for this next product, I definitely achieved the goal, and this is the e.l.f. Skin Balancing Beads. And you will see that it's gone through its paces. It's a pretty messy component at this point. And what I do is I shake the beads. I won't do it right now, but I shake the container to loosen up the product on the beads. And this is a dupe. I'm just going to seal it back up because I don't want any of the powder to fall out. It is a dupe for the Guerlain météorites. And let me just show you the inside. This is what the beads are. Now when I shake these beads around in the container, they're not as dusty as the e.l.f. beads. So that is one thing. The other thing is this one is scented. The e.l.f. beads are not. And then one last thing, I'll just open up the e.l.f. Package one more time, just so that you can see the blue. I'm hoping you can see the blue in the powder. That seems to be the dominant color. So it gives a bit of a cool finish, meaning cool in color, not cool like, ooh, cool. It gives a bit of a cool finish, and you have to be careful if you use these to get close to the mirror and just make sure that it's evened out over the face. Now, these are ridiculously cheap compared to these. And what I mean by that is inexpensive. And this was actually 2 packages of the beads that I put in one single container, by the way. You don't get that much in a single one, but this is $5-ish, maybe 8. I'm saying in Canadian dollars. It's super cheap. And this is $70 or $77 Canadian. So if you've been wanting to try skin balancing beads of some sort, I would recommend, as long as you are intending to purchase the light color, this is, I think, a dupe for this one. It just has the slight drawback of having more of a focus on the blue color in the whole beads mix than this one. This one is far more full rainbow, even kind of a product. So I'm very happy this was in the project. I used it. I used these beads at least half the days that I did my makeup, and so I'm really happy with that. Let me just give you the full number of times I used it. 14 times. 14 times in the last month. So I was pretty accurate with my estimation. And I will continue to use these for sure. There's no question. They're fine. And if anything, I think I would probably put these beads in this beautiful container once I run out of the Guerlain météorites beads. So yeah, I think it's a dupe with that small caveat of you do have to check that this is blended out versus this one. And out of the two, do I have a preference for the experience? Sure, I prefer these, no question. But are they worth 15 times more than these? I don't think so. Oh, and just a final thought here is that this one I have in number 2, clair or light. Just letting you know which version of the météorite that I have in my collection. So in short on this one, I have done the experiment. I know that the e.l.f. beads work the way they work. I've done the comparison. They can move out of this project. The next one is a little bit like Pat McGrath, but a little worse. It came into the project last update, and I have not used it. So I talked about doing a 10 uses on this palette, and it is a product, what's the number here? It's number 17, which is a product out of season. And so I chose the chocolate gold because to me it's a Christmas palette. And this is what it looks like. And I have not touched it one bit. And I thought, you know, the Pat McGrath that I could use as a companion palette, I'm thinking I should use the Pat McGrath with this one and make them kind of the Roulette Pan Collab palette twins and use them both for, well, at least 8 looks, because I have 8 looks left with the Pat McGrath. So I think I'm going to pair them together. Otherwise, I was even considering taking this one out as a poor choice. But I think I'm going to pair them together and use them at least for the 8 remaining times with the Pat McGrath. I think I have a plan. And let's hope that I not only use this palette, but have it its full 10 uses by the next update. That would be fantastic. Now the next product I put into this rotation was number 59. And it is a bold lipstick, lip gloss, or liquid lip. And I selected this one, which is a Joe Fresh lip gloss in wine. And it was brand new when I put it in, and I made a big mistake. I don't want to use this lip color. It is not good for summer. It's too bold. It's not a lip gloss that I would wear all the time. This is more, which is what I'm wearing right now, this is more the type of lip gloss that I would wear in the summertime. So I declare this, I veto it. It's gone. I'm going to replace it with a new category, new product, because I don't want to wear a bold lip color in the summer as part of this project. It just doesn't fit for me. And so I'm moving it out. I didn't use it. I used it, I think, one time, and that's it. And I'm just not interested. So it's just not a good fit for me, the category and the product. So I'm obliterating it. How's that? So it's out. Now, after that little, whatever that was, I have two more products, and they're a much nicer story. The next one is number 63, which is a Franken product. So a product mixed with another to make it work, either color-wise or lasting power, etc. And this category, I had no intention of doing this, but this category, 63, made me create a Franken product, and that was really exciting. And let me show you. Now this product is a mix of the Boom Boom cream and a Bliss cream. Now I love the Boom Boom cream. It is a very fragrant cream, and I love the smell. And I mixed it with a cream, an unscented cream from Bliss, which is another cream brand. And it made a fantastic concoction. And I would swear that this is a full-blown Boom Boom cream. And I had it right up to the top. And as you can tell, I'm about, I would say 20%, I wouldn't say 25%, but I'm 20% of the way through. And ironically, I'm going to end up using it just a few hours after this video, so it would have been further down. But oh well. I am super, super happy with this mix. I feel like it's entirely Boom Boom cream, which the Boom Boom cream is the one that I was trying to use sparingly, and now I can just use it as I normally would. And I'm definitely going to use this concoction more than how much I have used it so far. And I'm going to redo it when this jar is empty, because, oh yeah, I'm going to empty this jar. And I intend to use it until it's finished. So it will definitely stay in this project for the duration, and frankly, beyond the end of the project. This was a fantastic discovery, and I'm so happy that this category is in the project. And last on this list is number 83, which is something brown. So either the packaging or the product. And I ended up picking the Physicians Formula Argan Oil. And there's just a tiny bit left of what I marked. I used an eyeliner here to mark it. And this is what was left. And I used it all up. It is in my empties. There's nothing left in here. I put it on the side, put it upside down to get as much oil as I could out of it. I really enjoyed it, so much so that I ended up ordering another oil from Sephora during the VIB sale. I thought I had it to show you, but there are a couple of very small orders from Sephora that haven't arrived yet, and it is the 100 ml bottle of jojoba oil, and I think that's how you say it. And that is going to be replacing this oil that I just finished up. And I'm really happy that this was in the project, because I wasn't really using it as part of my skincare. And boy, has it been fantastic during the drier periods that we've had over the last month. Super, super happy. It makes my skin very happy, both my hands and my face. I use it as a means of hydrating my very dry T-zone. It's been fantastic to use it, and I've discovered another aspect of my beauty regimen that really works for me. So I was very happy that this was in the project. So now, assuming this is not the finale of this project, and I really should know what the end month is, but the thing is, I would just keep it going way longer every single time than what the end month is. I'm going to select 2 new categories for the 2 products that are exiting. Just a reminder, it's the Bold Lip Gloss and the Argan Oil. Those are the two products that I am 100% done with for this product, either because I'm kicking it out like the lip gloss or that I finished it, which is the Physicians Formula. Okay, I put 1 to 100 in the Pretty Random app and I'm ready to randomize. And I have two numbers here, 39 and 9. So let's take a look at what those are. Okay, so number 9 is a product you bought because of hype. And then 39 is a product that's neon or colorful shade. Okay, I am back and I have my selections. So the first one was a product you bought because of the hype. And I will definitely say that this blush, the Luminoso Blush by Milani, is absolutely because of the hype. That is the reason I bought it. It was supposed to be a dupe for, or is a dupe for, the NARS Orgasm Blush. And there's a little sponge, or little brush, I should say, not sponge, at the bottom, which I never use, and a little mirror. I am going to commit to using this blush 10 times, and that is as much as I think I would be interested in using. It's a nice kind of peachy gold blush, which I think works really well this time of year. So it'll be really nice to use this blush. How many times did I say blush in the last minute? And the next one is a product I haven't used yet, and that is for the category 39, which is a product that is at neon or colorful shade, and I think you will agree with me that this fits the bill. And again, I am going to commit to using this color 10 times. It's really pretty, and I've never touched it, and it kind of goes with my nail polish right now. I'm going to muck it up, here we go, and give you a swatch of that. Oh, it's so pretty. See, I hadn't even swatched it, I didn't dare, but it's beautiful. Here it is. It's more of a yellow than lime. It's kind of a yellowy lime with some shimmer to it. That's great. Above is a highlighter from Colored Raine, if you're curious. They actually kind of go together, don't they? Really, really pretty. And I was thinking, it's like, wow, this is green. But it's actually not that bad. It's like lemon lime. And I'm okay with that. I think it's going to be really easy. Famous last words. I think it's going to be relatively easy to use, and I'm really excited about it. That's great. It would even gone well with this look, to be quite honest, in the inner to 1/3 of the lid. Yeah, so super happy. This Roulette Pen collab really helps me discover or rediscover products in my collection, and for that I am so grateful. So let's just recap really quick. So we have the two palettes that I need to use. This one 10 times, this one 8 more times. We have the Boom Boom Cream Franken product to use, and these two new products. And I forgot, I actually have 3 products to choose because I finished the Argan Oil, I kicked out the bold lip color, and I finished the e.l.f. Skin Balancing Beads. So I actually have 3 products. So let me pick one more. And here we go. 94. And 94 is another product I have not had before, and it says, your least expensive eyeshadow palette. And the last of the 3 products I had to select is this little guy. It's a palette, it's got eyeshadows in it. It's technically a quad, but it is a palette that I picked up, a quad that I picked up from Makeup Geek, and it's called the Promise Eyeshadow Palette. So it even says eyeshadow palette, so there you go. And I will put the cost of this palette on the screen in Canadian and American because it was so cheap. And this is it. This is the palette. So it has 3 mattes and 1 shimmer. And because of that, I feel like I can commit to using it 10 times. So that is what I'm going to sign up for in using this palette. So I'm going to have 3 of 6 products in this next rotation that is palettes. Whew. So let's recap all 6 products for you one last time. We have these 2 palettes, this one to use 8 times, this one to use 10 times. This latest edition, my least expensive palette, to use 10 times. Continuing on using my Franken Boom Boom Cream, and I'm looking to finish this entire tub. And 2 other products to use 10 times, my Milani Luminoso Blush and the Colourpop Supershock Shadow in the color Fizz, 10 times. So that's it. That is it for my updates. The product's out, the product's in. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear what you think of the products in the comments. And I do look forward to updating you on my progress next month. And that is it from me. If you are participating in this project, please let me know how it's going. I would love to hear. And again, if you want to see more of these project updates, I will leave the hashtag on the screen one more time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.